Everyone, so we are going to be starting a Guild Wars Prophecies playthrough. We'll also be going on to Factions and Nightfall. I'm not the Hodfather. The Hodfather is here.
Hello.
Yeah, so I'm a Carrion. We're going to be doing a dual com playthrough of Guild Wars Prophecies, Factions, Nightfall, Eye of the North, and Guild Wars 2 as well, because we love the games. The Hodfather's new to these games,
Yep.
so obviously he's recently been playing Guild Wars 2 and he absolutely enjoys it.
Yeah.
So
But there's a game. There's a game. A Carrion said he think I would love it, and I said no. But it's true.
Mostly because I made him play Monk in Guild Wars 1.
It was a horrible time. Horrible time.
And that's what happened. But as we go, we'll be doing a different way of presenting the game. With Prophecies, Factions, Nightfall, and Eye of the North, there is a main campaign, and we'll be doing that as its own separate route. We'll title that the main campaign, so people can just watch that if they want to watch that and know the story of the main game. But there will also be looking around the maps, hard mode completions, and side quests that we are doing at the same time. We want to do this to get the full world of Guild Wars, because it's just such a good world. Like
Exactly.
It's such a well built world, and they've got a brilliant story. And I prefer even the little side quests, which can be a bit tedious sometimes. I have to admit that it can be tedious if you've done it loads of times, but there are certain things that you may have not known are there, or even as a veteran player, there are a few quests that I still managed to find. I'm like, oh my god! So yeah, I think that would be good for us to see as new players, veteran players, and just any type of person who likes watching for the story. Then there's also a PvP only character that they used to make back in the day, and people still play PvP now. Obviously in the hundreds, not the thousands anymore. Well, I'm not even sure if it went to millions, but
Yeah, I was quite surprised to see that when I loaded the game up.
So the PvP only character, that makes you instantly level 20 and you get a certain amount of skills. Let's go on to the role-playing character then. Obviously we will be doing Prophecies. Nightfall is the easiest for anyone getting into this game because you have heroes which help you out, and they're really useful. But we are going to be doing Prophecies. So yeah, sorry I'm talking a lot over the Hodfather at the moment, but it's just that I know a lot about this game, so not to sound like I'm blowing my own trumpet.
It's true. I have no knowledge of this game whatsoever.
There are 6 professions, also what I'd be calling classes. In most games, the professions are classes. I think it's kind of like Guild Wars' unique way of making it their own game, if you know what I mean. Whereas professions normally in other games would be, mining, crafting, skinning. Funnily enough, not in this game. It's done through a different way, where you actually give it to a crafter and they give you armor. I'll be telling you a lot more about this when we get later into the game, as they don't introduce it until later on. We'll be looking around Ascalon City, we'll be looking around every city just to see what people say, but we'll be doing that after the story, so we're going to be doing the story first. There's obviously the warrior. Its description is the mightiest of mighty, the bravest of the brave. The warrior is the master of melee combat and heavy armor. Obviously, when it first came out, it was the only heavy armor class, so of course it would be the master of heavy armor. You've also got the ranger, which description is an agile and witty survivor. The ranger specializes in archery, beast mastery, and attunement to nature. As you can tell, I'm putting my David Attenborough voice on that. So. And then there's the monk, the servant of divine spirits. The monk uses prayer to protect, preserve, and restore the well-being of companions. So the monk was more of a healer character, but also has smiting, so it can actually do damage. So you're not really bored like Ryan was, because when you start off, you pretty much only get healing spells and a few a couple of damaging ones. But the warrior was the type of tank.
I was just getting attacked over and over and just healing. It was just a constant getting damaged and healing, and it just never ended. It was horrible.
Yeah, you don't really want to play monk as your first character, but they're very good for farming later on in the game. You've got the necromancer, which are normally really good all-round characters, and its description is one who has learned to draw power from blood sacrifice in communion with death. The necromancer uses black magic to cast curses and raise undead minions. So they are actually a relatively fun a fun class to play because, well, who doesn't like raising dead, Mesmer, which I'll be playing in this playthrough, which is a master of illusion, misdirection, and control. The Mesmer subverts the damage-dealing capabilities of others, manipulating their perceptions to achieve personal goals. That's. I haven't played Mesmer much, so I thought I'm going to play Mesmer because I've always known that they're fairly hard to play. Like, they aren't really easy to play, but there are some easy elements of them. But I thought, I just haven't really got down to playing one. And then there's the Elementalist, the master of arcane lore and magical aptitude. The Elementalist calls upon the power of fire, earth, air, and water to obliterate enemies. And I think Ryan will be playing the Elementalist throughout this.
I will.
And now let's get into character creation. I'm going to be a male because it'll be easier for me to be a male rather than a female, as I can do a voice for a male if needed.
Gonna go down the same route there.
Yeah, I might do female for later ones, maybe in factions or Nightfall if you request, because I have played as females. I have mostly male characters though because I don't know. I think I empathize more with what I am. So yeah, there are limited character options in this game, but
I was gonna say there's not many styles to choose from.
There are limited character options in this game. Compared to Guild Wars 2, obviously not that much, but the game is really old and didn't have as much budget shelled at it as Guild Wars 2 does, so understandably so. Mesmers are normally quite noble characters, like from the nobility. This is in Guild Wars 1 and 2, so I will be making myself a Sir in this game. And I've also got the brilliant name of Sir Sean Bean. So, yes. I'll be that. I think I'll have a green attire, maybe green or yellow. So I look golden. I'm the golden boy. Yeah, but I think I'll have a nice, maybe a purple attire, as that's kind of the Mesmer look is purple. So I've created my character, and I'll be Sir Sean Bean. You have probably heard me typing away at my keyboard then, but just going to quickly do the cutscene here.
Surprisingly, no one was called the Hodfather.
The last day dawns on the kingdom of Ascalon.
Through this cutscene right now.
It arrives with no fanfare, no tolling of alarms. Those who will remember will speak fondly of the warm morning breeze. People carry on with their daily lives, unaware that in a short while, everything they have ever known will come to an end.
Scribe,
Yes, my lord.
these Char are relentless, but we shall hold the wall at all costs.
Yes, my lord.
Take this message to Sir Titus. Go forth and recruit the strongest, the smartest. Bring to me the bravest in all of Ascalon. Find me the heroes who will lead our kingdom to glory.
As you command, my king.
And that's a nice shot of the wall there. Okay.
And there we are, cutscene over.
Yeah, we're in Ascalon now. This pre-searing. This is a place. In the main part, they're saying, obviously, it's going to not last forever. There's peaceful, peaceful time for people in Ascalon. Obviously, I'll be me and Ryan will be alternating voices between these town criers and stuff. So I'll do the town crier and Ryan will do Sir Titus. Excuse me, you're Sir Sean Bean or the Hodfather, aren't you? I think, Sir. Wait, oh, bloody hell! Sorry, I messed up there. Excuse me, you're Sir Sean Bean, aren't you? I think Sir Titus was looking for you. He said he had some good news for you. I like good news. Or leave me be. Well, I like good news. Let's go hear our good news then.
Do we not need to party up like in Guild Wars 2?
Yes, we can party up, Ryan.
I didn't know if that was a thing.
Yeah, if I click you, or you click me, you can see there's a little plus button, and it will say invite, and then you can press accept to my invite.
Cool.
So we are now part of a party. Funnily enough, in pre-searing Ascalon, you can only party up as a party of 2, and it goes to 4 in Ascalon.
Oh, right.
Okay, Sir Titus.
There you are, my friend. I'm glad you are here. I have news that I think you'll appreciate.
What is that?
I've been looking for you everywhere. The king has ordered a new offensive against the Char. This is your chance for glory and adventure, but you'll need to know more about the craft before going north of the wall. Tell you what, travel to the southwest gates, which will take you to Lakeside County. I'll have Howland the Elementalist waiting for you outside. He can show you a trick or two.
Yeah, and the same with me. It'll be Sebeda the Mesmer, and she can show you a trick or two. So
Obviously
when we
we'll
go out
accept
here,
that.
we'll have our main quest line here. If you press L, you will see a thing saying primary quests and war preparations. It will also show you what he had says as well, just in case there are any directions that are shown. Obviously, there are quest markers, but I would really love it if there wasn't quest markers at certain points, because I love to follow directions, because it makes. Good day, Howland. Weather, lovely weather. Oh, and you, Sebeda. The weather is acceptable, I suppose. Aye, though all the sunshine makes me sleepy. See, this is something that makes me love this game. You see how both of us are in a party, and you're my Mesmer. Oh, I just accepted the thing. I'm sorry about that. Before I teach you any skills, I want you to know that you are up to the task. Hie thee to the river road and clear out the irksome scale horde that are hanging about. Report back when you've finished. I'll be waiting. This is where I get off. This is where we get our first kind of combat and actual abilities after we kill them. But as you can see there, Ryan, both Sebeda and Howland the Elementalist actually spoke to each other.
Yeah.
At that point, and that's what I love. Like, if you had a warrior with someone else, you would also see the conversation between them, which is.
Oh, nice.
I just love how they have that dialogue. They didn't need to put it there. They really didn't need to put it there, but they had that. Like, they were friends. They know each other. Yeah. So at the moment, all we can do is auto attack. So
Okay.
I will have a pink ball because that's more of my what it does. And we don't have shared loot or anything, or loot by ourselves, but we are able to pick up stuff that we have dropped here. So if it's grey, it will show that it's not mine. Okay. But if it's white, it will show it's mine. So with Ryan, it'll be great. That Earthstar and Warhammer would be great for me. But if you press I, Ryan, you could then equip that Air Wand if you haven't, and yeah, it would increase your damage.
Nice.
We'll both read what our people have to say. I didn't read it to begin with. I'm sorry about that to all the people who wanted the lore for that, but it's pretty minor compared to the rest of it, unfortunately. But yeah,
Outrage already.
Pause the video because I did that actually really quickly, so you're gonna have to pause that pretty fast. You killed on the scale? I didn't expect you back so quickly. Here, take these skills and see if you can't learn to fight them with a little more panache. If you need more direction, Havasdan should be able to help you. I've got more important matters to attend to. Sorry if I butchered people's names, because...
I have a problem already.
What?
I didn't acquire a scale from the loot.
Okay, I think we might have to go down to the, further down to the river scale stand there, yeah.
Yeah.
I think there might be, there's more down there. So
I only got the
that's fine.
air staff.
Better loot than the scale. Okay, you got your scale.
Yes.
And I got an ornate buckler. So let's go back to this then. We won't clear out anything yet. Like I said, we'll explore the maps later, just to emphasise that we will be doing story as one thing, and the rest is other. Well, obviously, there will be a few things that will be just naturally ingrained into it, and we can't help is there. But obviously, we will try and keep the story and the side story separate. Hey, now Ryan, it's your turn to read Howland.
By bringing back this girl, you've shown me you have enough competence to be trained in a few skills. I'll go back to the city and tell Sir Titus you do indeed have some potential. Hubston will be here shortly to supervise your further development.
Perfect. And then we've got Haverton here, so I'll do Haverton. You're the mesmer Sir Titus was telling me about, aren't you? Well, I imagine he's right that you've got potential, but potential won't save you from a Char firestorm. Experience will. I suggest you head southwest to Ashford and talk to Devonna. She's bound to have a task or two for you. Thank you. I'll take your advice. Sorry, I had to do the voice.
I didn't know who was that boss.
Yeah, okay, so we will be going to main areas as well. Like, if you press F, kind showing like when you walk to a new location, it will clear parts of the map for you. Part of the thing that they do in Guild Wars is give you map completion, and through that map completion, you actually get a title. So it'll be like the Explorer of Explorer of Tyria, Explorer of Cantha, Explorer of Istan. No, not Istan. That's actually the first part of Nightfall. But the Explorer of or whatever. I'm pretty sure it's a no. I'm pretty sure it's Alona. Alona, yes, Alona. That's it. Yeah. So I completely messed up. Hopefully I'm not wrong. But if I am wrong, let's message my comments and tell me I was wrong. I'd love to hear how wrong I was. Collect those scale fins if you can.
That's my loot.
Keep those scale fins if you can, Ryan. That's because you can get a belt pouch from that from collectors. Collectors are things where if you kill a certain amount of mobs and you get their loot, you actually can get a item from. So it's really, really useful for armors. Armor can also be done from crafters in towns, but not at this point at the moment. But those collectors are really good. As you can see as well, because I went in there.
That scared
Ryan,
me.
You also went in there.
I wasn't ready for that.
It's an instance-based thing. Okay, I'm going to get rid of my ornate buckler and my round hammer. You cannot buy that, and so you have to make sure that you do not sell that scale if you want to.
Okay.
Are you ready to go?
I am.
Okay, let's go. We'll quickly go to further adventures. So we'll follow the road towards. I like that. Look, follow the road southwest from town to Ashford. So it tells you to go southwest and just go along that path and you'll find her. Obviously, there is still the path, but you can go there. If you also press Control, you'll see enemies, and Alt, you'll see allies. So if you press Alt, you'll see that there's Devonna there. There's Pitney, there's Miller Upton, prize-winning hogs. Those prize-winning hogs are actually a little, like a mini quest, like unmarked quest, which you can put them back into their pit, like into their pen, and you get like 50 gold for it.
How would you know about it?
I knew about it just because it just happened, because you can chase them, and I chased them into the pen just randomly, and it happened.
Okay.
So, Devonna, I'd like to hear from you.
Am I doing Devonna?
Yes, you are.
I'm glad you've come. I can't wait to shake the feeling that there's no trouble on the horizon, and I'll be glad to have your help if and when it arrives. In the meantime, there is plenty of people here who need assistance with one thing or another, and I'm sure you'll find the lessons you learn here to be invaluable in the future.
Accept.
I've heard talk among the townsfolk unsettling rumours coming from Mirak the scribe. Instead of babbling to random strangers, he ought to send word to the authorities if he's come across something truly important, but I'm sure he's too engrossed in his books to think of anything practical like that. My duties in town keep me from looking into this matter myself, but if you could go to Ashford Abbey to the north and ask him about it, I'd appreciate it.
So we get a tall shield for that.
I'll see what he has to say.
If you're a warrior, or you have a one-handed wand, then you could actually use that as your offhand kind of item, but it doesn't give you mana, and as a caster, mana is so important. So obviously, as an elementalist, especially as most of your things shit tons, you want that.
So
obviously, they scrapped mana in Guild Wars 2, but
so you can have a wand in your offhand.
No, you can only have a wand in your main hand.
Okay, I was going to say otherwise.
It's like a focus, an idol. It's a bit like it's not like a torch, but you can have a shield. You can have a focus. Like those kind of things in your offhand.
I was thinking we could go rocking like a dual wand.
There is one item though. I remember the twin dragons or something, and it actually makes it look like you have an axe in your right hand. So, yeah. I leave the delving into dungeons to others. To my mind, uncovering the secrets of an ancient text is excitement enough. How may I help you? Unsettling rumors. Devonna sent you. Bless her. She knew I could use the help. I have an important message that must be delivered to Armin Saberlin in Ascalon City. I've received a vision from Duena. She warned me that something dire is developing among the Char. The city must be alerted. I'll stay here and see if I can divine any more information. In the meantime, consult your map of Lakeside County to hasten your travel. Press M to view the map. Then double-click a location to travel there. It is important that this message be delivered with good speed. Remember to use your map. So obviously that is a way of telling you, if you press M, you can see your map. It's just to make it a lot easier for
Sneaky
players.
tutorial there.
It's obviously people don't read that and won't really read that, but yeah. So if you it's good that they put the tutorial there, but I think a lot of people wouldn't read that at the same time. But as you can see, now I press travel. You can see that Ascalon City. It says the largest city in the kingdom. Ascalon City is known for its beautiful architecture, numerous libraries, and bountiful shops. Because it is where many noble families make their home, it tends to receive the largest number of visitors, and has become the cultural centre of Ascalon. Obviously, Ascalon is the main city of this of Ascalon, like the actual place Ascalon. So, yeah. So when we travel around, travel there, you'll see that it says 10 seconds. I won't be reading all, and Ascalon City will be the only one read during the main quest line because I feel like that is the biggest thing and therefore kind of deserves it. You know what I mean? And then obviously the other areas will be read during the off part. So I'm just trying to remind people that you want to watch both series to get the full story and the full aspects of all of this.
So basically, on his channel, from his perspective, you'll get all the experience, the know. He'll tell you everything you need to know about the game. From my perspective, you'll see me doing things like messing up and not knowing what I'm doing.
And maybe dying a few times.
Yeah, and everything that unfolds with not knowing how to play this game.
Yeah, so I think I am Armin Saberlin, because Sir Titus is you. A message from Mirak, is it? Let me see that. This is grave news indeed. I hope he's mistaken about this. Duena protect us if this information is accurate, if such a thing is even possible. Then King Adabern has ordered this offensive against the Char, and not a moment too soon. We must not lose this fight. I tell you, we must not lose this fight. Sir Titus wants you to take on a second profession before you face the right? I think he is right to say so. A second profession gives you access to all of the skills and most of the attributes of that profession. This is a big decision, not to be taken lightly. You might wish to see trainers for several different professions and learn a little something more about them before settling on one. Not just any trainer can teach you a second profession, but I can direct you if need be. So if you say, I like a second profession, it will then say, these are the trainers for every profession throughout Ascalon. I can give you directions if need be. Which profession are you interested in? So this will be your secondary profession. Unlike Guild Wars, where you only Guild Wars 2, where you have only one profession with multiple skills. In this one, you have multiple skills for one and then multiple skills for another. So you can kind of be an off class.
I can be an elementalist.
No, you can't be an elementalist. That is impossible. But you can be you could theoretically be an elementalist till level 20 without any other secondary profession, because you can get to level 20 in pre-searing Ascalon, funnily enough.
What would you recommend?
I would say we'll do all of the other trainers as well.
Okay.
Just so we can get the main lore out of it and what different people will say to different people. So obviously I would be like, you elementalist, you want to be thinking, but for you it would be, well for me it would be, you mesmer, you want to, be part of the warriors or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So at the moment, I think I'll pick monk. We'll both pick monk at this point. We'll go for different things and then.
Don't know how hard it is for me to pick that.
It's fine. It'll only be a little bit of healing. Brother Menlo is in Ashford Abbey. To reach Ashford Abbey, follow the road southwest from Ascalon. And at the end of this, now I'd like to say thank you very much for watching. From me and the Hotfather, from Icarion and the Hotfather.
Yes.
And we will see you in the next episode, where we'll be doing. It'll be probably a more long episode, the next one, as we'll be exploring the different secondary professions, and then we'll wait until we get our next main profession skills. So, thank you very much,
Thank you very much for watching.
and see you next time.
Bye bye.